Welcome, people, once again. I think we are ready. We are already streaming. Yes, perfect. It's working. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again. Today, before we begin, I have two things to say. First of all, what's wrong with you people? A lot of you have watched the previous part, which I explicitly labeled as no need to watch, but for some reason, a lot of you watched that section, the previous VOD, and it's the one with the most views out of all of the playthrough just because I'm suffering because of the 9 side quests of Doom. My god, people, you do love watching others suffer doing side quests. My god. But well. I won't judge you. At the end of the day, I won't judge you. So, well. But just in case you are interested in the other sections of the gameplay, which are actually normal sections, watch the rest of the playthrough. I am doing a constant analysis. I'm doing everything, but well. A lot of you at least clearly loved the the suffering of the 9 side quests of Doom. But well, just in case you are interested, just in case, the rest of the sections of the playthrough are absolutely incredible. We explore a lot of normal missions in which I don't suffer and I'm not so pissed off and insulting a random quest giver NPC. So, just in case you are interested in a more normal section of the playthrough, and also with my constant and in-depth analysis of the game, which I actually put a lot of effort into, uh, watch the rest of the sections of the playthrough, just in case you are interested in the game and an in-depth, pretty professional, and quite amazing analysis. Of course, we will also get to the final analysis once we finish all of the side quests and once we finish the main quest and explore the Tokyo maps. After that, we'll play London 2038, the mod, so we can see the differences between the vanilla version, this offline vanilla version, and a modded version. It's just that it's not fair to analyze a game with a mod. Imagine the community mods make these games extremely. They make them much better, so it would be unfair. But well. Second thing, um, in case you've noticed, I at the beginning of each stream, I've been saying we begin day number 16 of analysis of Hellgate London, blah blah. Well, the thing is that in part number 14, it wasn't my stream, but for some reason Twitch reset my connection, and well, you can see that the 14th stream, yes, I believe it's that one. It's actually split into two sections, and I actually had to name them part number 14 and 15. But that's why I've been saying day number day number 16 of analysis, when it was actually day um, number 17. If you are following the kind of like the YouTube um, naming convention, let's say. So we are gonna do this. This will be day number 18 of analysis. It's actually not 18, it's actually 17, but from now on we will skip a day because of that problem we had some 4 days ago. So now both Twitch and YouTube will be kind of like synchronized, right? So day number 18 will be part number 18 instead of uh, the instead of part number 17 of YouTube being part number 18 of YouTube being actually day number 17 of Twitch. Right. So I've already updated the title of the stream, and that's pretty much it. Exactly 5 minutes. That's the recap. Last time we finished Broker's 9 side quests of Doom, a pretty painful experience. I highly suggest you don't try doing this side quest on your own. It'll lead you nowhere. It'll just give you some extra skill points here some attribute points as well, but pretty much that's it. There's no point. It will just send you to do 9 random side quests without any kind of purpose behind it. So I just did it for the sake of achieving 100% completion. You could see that I was absolutely fed up of that quest. I was absolutely pissed off at the end of the day. Don't do that quest. I highly suggest you don't do that quest. If you are so curious, you can always watch me suffering for you. In the previous VOD, actually, for some reason, a lot of people are watching that VOD instead of the rest of my incredible playthrough. But for some reason, people loved to watch me do those side quests. Well, in case you are interested, the rest of my playthrough, that's what I wanted to say, and I've been repeating this, is a normal playthrough. I'm actually doing an in-depth analysis, and I'm actually doing a 100% completion of the game on elite mode. So, yeah, if you appreciate my analysis for anything else other than my suffering during that side quest line, you can always watch the rest of my playthrough. Thanks from the bottom of my heart to all of the Twitch followers as well as the YouTube subscribers and anyone in general who may have taken the time to watch my streams. Right, so with all of that said, well, I actually spent 2 more minutes. 7 minutes. Let us begin. So, last time, of course, we finished those side quests of Doom, those 9 side quests, so we are ready to go. This is the final act. We are now doing act number 5, the final act of Hellgate London. As you can see, we are at the final section of the map. I've completed every single side quest up to act number 5. I actually did some quests of act number 5, but they were 1 or 2, so there's no point. Travel to Liverpool tunnels and kill Flesh Render. Alright, no. The 9 side quests of Doom were here. Marlene Station and Liverpool Approach. Liverpool tunnels, it's an Act 5 side quest, so we are good to go. Okay, so these are Act 5 side quests. Here it's probably the end of the game, because this is kind of like the main story. So, and this one also probably as well. So, we'll have to clear all of these side quests and hopefully get to the final section. And, well, hopefully we'll get to explore the Tokyo maps and then proceed to the final analysis. Alright. Alright, so Shoreditch, we have Shoreditch again. 3 missions that need to be completed over here. But first, Liverpool Tunnels. We can do a side quest over at Liverpool Tunnels. Then Liverpool Tunnels as well, and then Necropolis. Where's Necropolis? Here, Necropolis left. Alright, this is the main story, the deep. Okay, so we'll first head over to Liverpool Tunnels. So, first Liverpool Tunnels. First mission of the day. Let's see if my inventory empty. I don't have a lot of health injectors. Alright, I should also upgrade my gear as soon as I can, but well. Alright, let us begin. So we have Liverpool Tunnels. Let's go. Yeah, now I see. Now I imagine that I will get killed. Yeah. I think I've been here right away. Here's where we fought the mini guys. No, that was Prime Ruse. Yeah, here are the mini guys. Yeah. Careful with those small guys. They are much more dangerous than what you imagine. See? They'll also mute you if you're not careful. Come on, just a bit more. This way, please. Don't mute me. That's right, I just need a bit of room. We've already spent our first health injector. This is not good. Fortunately, I have my savings. And... yes. Level 25, but... damn. So, we have mini snipers today, ladies and gentlemen, as the first course of the day. Blade Slayer. Blade Slayer, 10 o'clock, people. We're about to get killed. Oh, there. I need to be careful. Those are small guys. Hit like a truck. I think they are even worse than the bigger version. Okay. Blue blur eyes, actually. 1 out of 8. Okay. Seems simple enough. Seems simple enough. That's why you never stay close to explosive barrels. That's why you never stand close to explosive barrels. Oh damn, that's... That's right. Damn, these guys don't drop health injectors. That's the worst part. No. Okay, so the blur eyes are dropped by the Blade Slayers. What is it, the other thing that we are looking for? Light it from Blade Slayers and kill Flesh Render. Alright, so it's a boss and then these Blade Slayers. Alright, so they don't have a 100% chance of dropping those quest items. Come closer. Damn. At least they are not stunning me. Not yet. See, that's why you should never say those things. As soon as you say those things, it happens. Damn. This dungeon is pretty narrow. I don't have a lot of room to escape. Anyone else? Nice soundtrack, by the way. That's one thing I've been criticizing of this game. It only has soundtrack when you're about to get killed, when there's a huge spawn, when the soundtrack should be kind of like constant. Amazing. Oh, what's this little guy? Rare shock dynamo. Damn, the worst part is that they are so small that I somehow need to wait for my crosshair to shrink. Alright, I have one more talent, right? Okay. Acquire new skill. Elemental beacon simultaneously paints several targets with infrared beams. Alright, this is kind of like multi-beacon. What do I need? Level 30 and... I require level 30 and... Character level too low to upgrade. Yeah, but I need another thing. Requires elemental beacon, level 3. Alright, I think... Alright, I've already invested my previous point here, so... I think I'll reach this skill kind of like exactly. Okay. Damage dealt to all enemies within 4 meters of the targeted enemy increased by 15% for 6 seconds. Alright, it's a multi-beacon and it's automatic. You don't need to mark any other enemies. Right, so I need 3 points invested here. We are level 28. So it will be exactly, I guess. So, one more? I know, I'll have 1 extra point. So, if we count level 30. Right, so it'll be 1 more once I reach level 29. And then level 30, it'll be for this one. Excellent. Yeah, it will be exact. Because level 29, I need 3 points here. And then I will need 1 more point to activate this one. Alright. Alright. Perfect. Okay, I get it. Okay. Critical chance, critical damage. I should have gone for these two probably. Good. Sadly, I cannot respec, just in case you're wondering. In this offline version, I believe I cannot respec. We'll find out once we get to the end game, but I think we cannot respec. Good. At least this quest is proceeding pretty fast. Their drop rate is pretty high, probably. Must be quite high, because... Alright. What else do we have? Just in case you are interested... Abandoned tunnels here. Okay, so that's the next dungeon. Just in case you are interested, we've already analyzed pretty much everything the game had to offer up until this point. That's why I'm not analyzing at this point. We've already explored everything the game had to offer in early and mid game. Every single gameplay mechanic, every single graphical option, every single detail the game has to offer. We've already explored pretty much everything. So now we are there's flesh render. We've pretty much already analyzed everything. You can always, as I've said, watch the previous section just in case you're interested. And I just need to analyze the final boss, the mechanics, and that's pretty much it. The final boss, the grandeur, as I call it, how epic the end of the story, and the soundtrack and the final ambience are. But we're pretty much done here, people. We just need to. I mean, we're not done because we still have to get to the final analysis, but um, all of the basic, let's say, the main aspects of the game, we've already covered them. Okay, so that's why you see that I'm not doing my usual analysis, because I'm going to repeat everything once we get to the final analysis, so it'll be pointless. It would be pointless. It would be pointless to repeat it once again when I've been constantly. These are all useless. When I've been constantly. When I've been constantly analyzing the game. Here we go. Sorry. Erase or no more games. We are near the end. You can feel it. The Hellgate itself senses our approach. And while you, Orphan, and that Git Emera plan our finale, I am left to fetch 4 key to arrive from Bishop Gate 14. Alright, I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. Here, I'm doing kind of like advanced side quests, but it doesn't matter. Wholly underbalanced, for the sigil failed. It mistranslation of a single word, so to my undignified return. But to be so punished for Kitrail, not even better. If Tino wants them. Alright. Bishop's Gate. DNA promised more work. That's in London. More side quests. Well, looks like the game still has more side quests for us to do. This time over at Bishop's Gate. So, Bishop's Gate and Wormwood. What's this? Where's Wormwood? Bishop's Gate? Yes, it's here. But travel to Wormwood and kill the Prowler. Where's Wormwood? I don't remember that name. It must be another section. Must be another section. Looks like we'll have to do the first part of the main quest today. Alright, but first let's head over to Bishop's Gate. I'll tell by the level. I think we're getting ahead of ourselves and doing... Yeah, level 27, yes, definitely. This is definitely an... Yep. These are high level... This is a high level dungeon. Alright. Yes. This is a pretty high level dungeon. We'll do part of the main story, people. You are lucky if you are watching this stream, because we'll do part of the main quest for a change. Alright. Primrose, Shoreditch, and Necropolis. I'm sure that's not the end now, because there are dungeons that are higher level dungeons. Liverpool Street Station, yes, I know. First, let's sell our stuff. No. Here. Automatic rifle. This one deals fire damage. I love fire damage, but the problem is that it only allows 3 mods, and yes, the base damage is way too low. However, maybe if I identify it, I'm surprised by it, so I won't sell it. We don't have analyzers. What's wrong with me? We don't have analyzers. We don't have health injectors. Okay. Let me identify this. Shokano 1. Whatever. The base damage is good, but only 3 mods. That's absolutely horrible. You don't happen to have the same automatic rifle, but with more mods? No. No, definitely not. Okay. Let's head over to Primrose. Let's head over there. I actually did the Primrose side quests, so we'll have to... Yes. We'll have to clear this place again, but they are level 26. Okay. Okay, so we can confirm this isn't the end because they are level 26 and we just saw a dungeon that's level 27, so no. Yeah, my fear is that I do this mission and I finish the main story and I get locked out. And since the game doesn't feature any manual saves, I cannot achieve a 100% completion after all of my effort. So, yeah. Oh, more of them. Alright, as you can see, the 60 FPS lock is working once again. I mean, if it were for me, I would wish the game to be at 141 refresh rate, but the point is that even though the game has a slider to increase the resolution, it should work with the 60 FPS lock. I mean, this is how it has always worked for me. I don't know if I have to kill this. No, I don't think I have any missions about killing this thing. Dampened, overwhelming. Alright, I get it. It's a tank. Okay, let's proceed. I've already completed all of the side quests here. Oh, there's an epic spectral. We'll need to kill that thing to proceed. Damn. Rare Rage Fury. Healthy, alright, the detection range is not working. And there's an epic Rage Fury. Grounded, regressing. What could regressing mean in this context? It regenerates health or what? What? The detection range is not working. And there it worked. Well, there wasn't much it could do anyways. What? What? What the fuck? Those things hit harder than the spectral. But I was invisible. What happened? My god. Just what I needed. Okay. I don't know why I always get killed kind of like at the beginning of the stream. I've noticed that I always get killed at the beginning. It's because maybe I play a lot of games and I get kind of like rusty from one week to another. I mean, there's no There isn't other explanation. Because then I rewatched some of my streams and I've actually played quite well in some scenarios, but always after being killed at the beginning of a stream several times for no apparent reason in a pretty easy dungeon. I don't know why. Large power pack. What? A surprise Felbor spawn. How original. Okay. You have to be kidding me. I don't know what I would do without shield penetration. I mean, imagine I would need to first deplete their shields and then go for their health. It's absolutely... And I just have 24 shield penetration if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. Oh, I know this. I know this. See how many mini... What happened to the napalm strike? It didn't work. Stupid game. The napalm strike bugged. Come on. There we go. Just what I needed. The napalm strike bugged. You can see the cooldown here. It's still... It didn't trigger. God damn it. The napalm strike didn't trigger, my god. What the fuck was that? It should have triggered. There's the exit. Shortage. There we go. So, what do we need to do here? What do we need to... Is the stream working? Yes. Ah, it's just it's just advertisements from Streamlabs. Alright, so what do we need to do? We have 2 missions here. Explore Shortage or 3. Soul Drinkers killed in Shortage, 0 out of 9. And then the Bounty. We need to kill something... Yeah, something called Spire. Just Spire. Okay. This is recycled because we were just in a dungeon. In a quite similar dungeon to this one. In a dungeon that was quite similar to this one. But before we begin, I'll open a portal. I don't know if it'll work or not, but just in case maybe it works. I'll open a portal, just in case I got killed. Spire! Ah, there you are. See, I love this mob. He came for me instead of me having to look for him. Well, I won't like you that much if you kill me. There we go. Thank you, Spire. You were the best mob ever. I think this is the first mob that actually came to me instead of me going to to it at the end of the dungeon. Good, that's contributing to the cause. What? What's that thing? Soul Drinker. I've never seen one of those. What? Patience. Patience. Let's wait for the shield to recharge. So, that's a Soul Drinker. It's like it's like an Orville, but it gets on top of you and deals melee damage. Very interesting concept. Pretty interesting concept. And I think it also explodes. So I need to remember to retreat a bit once I kill one of those. Once I kill one of those, I need to remember to retreat. So we've already what? We just need to kill the soul drinkers. Okay. What? Yeah, I need to remember not to break my stance because that's what that's actually the only thing protecting me. You can see the difference between my normal shield, which is 300 or something, when compared to my to my extended shield. When I enter my stance, you will see the difference. It's pretty huge at this point. See, 278, and now 1400. Pretty much I'll always get killed if I don't keep using my stance. Alright, so I think we are clear to proceed with the main story quest. Soul Drinker. Okay. Close. Careful with those. Those deal a lot of damage. I'll never get tired of saying it. This game should... Is there another one of those? No. This game should have featured the companion system. Or a companion system. I don't know. The companion system that we see in Star Wars The Old Republic or something like that. Would have been awesome. So any reason why they are just dropping power packs instead of health injectors? Soul Drinker. Awesome. Another Soul Drinker. Oh, I knew it. Come on, 7 out of 9. There should be 2 more. Here, here, no. Yep. No. Nope, 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 no, no, no. I think we'll need some more time to finish this. For some reason, the game keeps... Hey, look at that. A random dungeon. Treasure passageway. Score! Combo breaker. Yes. That's exactly what we need. Health injector. Yes, it's a treasure. Here, there shouldn't be any enemies. Or at least, not a lot of them. It's a treasure passageway. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Palladium, palladium. There we go. I love these treasure passageways. Amazing. See, these are always incredible. They always have amazing loot and everything. Let me organize this a bit. There we go. See, I'm already an expert at organizing my inventory. Alright, they are leggings, so I actually have the 4 slots. So we'll have to do this. This is useless. Why do I have this? We'll do this. We'll do this. Here, here, and here, and here, and we actually have 6 slots. So good. Lasting fuel. 1 chance to fire exploding spikes when it hits an enemy. I already have 4%. But it's when it hits an enemy. Yeah, but it's just a 100% chance. It's useless. What do we have here? The relocation devices, also called the teleportation scrolls. What's this? 5 points. Where? When did I get that? When I leveled up? Ah, yeah, right. When I leveled up. Duck, 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 duck. I should keep these mods. I should keep them because yes, I should. Yeah, they could be useful. Mm, we'll delete this one. Delete. I mean destroy. All right, we've got 2 slots, perfect. And that thing is an armor. It should give me more money than the sash or the belt, and I can still loot 1 more mod. 7 out of 9. Okay. See, this is why I always explore the whole dungeon. Almost 1,000 palladium, pretty much free. Ah, thank you for coming. 8 out of 9. Good. Damn, this dungeon is forcing me to waste a lot of health injectors. Good, good, good. Nothing else. Okay. Oop. Anyone else? No. A random portal. And some loot. Good. Just in case you are wondering, yes, I know that the pathfinding is broken if I get on top of these torches. I might as well just drop a napalm strike over there. Let's see. Good. It'll be faster. And now I just extend my range. Those are snipers, right? Yeah, imp sniper. Why are you doing this, Eraser? Why are you torturing yourself doing even more dungeons while you talk to yourself? Easy, because I'm doing a 100% completion, and as I always say, I'm a man of my word. I promise you a 100% completion, and we will do a 100% completion with random dungeons, even those included. Besides, if I can get a good loot for a change, that would be amazing, and I would actually be able to get a good automatic rifle for my level. Spirited battery. How much can you take? What kind of achievement could that be? What was the achievement tab? This one. So what did we do? Kill 3,000 beasts. Oh, look at that. The ultimate undead undoing. Kill 20,000 undead. My god. This appears to be a rare level type, so good luck. Whatever. Spectral Menace. 1186 out of 3000. However, we've killed many more beasts. Stalkers. Alright, there are still achievements to do. The ultimate zombie distraction. Kill 10,000 zombies. What did I just do? The quest that we just completed, where is it? I don't see it. Well, you must have probably seen it. I don't. This one? Mod. No, it has to do something with loot. Or killing imps. Maybe it's this one. Well, whatever. We just got an achievement. Then I'll rewatch the BOV and look at the achievement. You can do it right away. Lucky you. Nice try. Good. See, even if my weapon is outdated, I already have the proper tactics engraved in my mind at this point of repeating them so much. So many times. I hear there's a palladium over there that I missed. There's a palladium coin here, and a large health injector. Good. Nothing else. Good. As you can see, I am doing a 100% completion. I am killing everything in my path, being a random dungeon or a side quest dungeon or a story dungeon. I am killing everything. There we go, the last one. Thank you. The 3 side quests have been completed. And now I get killed. No, 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 no. Those those pestilent spirits. I need to kill them before they attack again, or I'm dead. There we go. One more. Where is it? Where's that? Thing coming from? Where's that thing coming from? There we go. Okay. That was certainly a test of reflexes. Blah 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 blah. Give me the palladium. We'll need it for later. Good. Health injector? Yes, health injector. We are actually managing to. I mean, our rotation is not perfect because if it were perfect, we wouldn't need to spend health injectors, but at least I'm able to somehow keep up with the health injectors. I mean, I started with 20 and I'm at 16, 15. And I constantly go back and forth between 16 and 15. My god. So if I fall here, I'm afraid of this being kind of like the end of the game. I'm afraid of this being the end of the game. And not being able to complete the rest of the side quests. But anyways, I don't see what's Wormwood. Right, people, give me a sec. I'll go drink some water and come back. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I pretty much want to ensure that I'm not doing the final quest because then I'm afraid I'll get locked out and yeah, I'll get locked out and I won't be able to finish the main story quest, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's go back. Everything is working properly. Okay, so yeah. And then all of my effort of 20 days will go to waste. Okay, let me sell that stuff. All right. Let's see. Oh, just 2 mods. See, I need this very same rifle, but with 7, 8 months, something like that.
As long as we get the job done, eh? Stand tall.
Well, as long as you get the job done, eh? Stand tall.
Actions.
They replicated the phrases of this too.
Stand tall.
Explore abandoned tunnels. What's this? Another line of side quests. I know. Have to turn in the quest here. Blah 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 blah. Yes, 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 yes. My patience has been depleted long ago. Abandoned tunnels once again. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Damn. This game's longer than I thought.
Seems like I've been exactly here my entire life.
Much longer than I thought. We'll keep that at 20 for the time being. And let me drop the mods. Oh my god. This one has one more mod, and this one has more base damage. Yes, I remember this one. This one has an even better and even higher base damage than the one I have. Why is it that I still have this? I should sell this. Let me place this here. Let me place those mods there, and let me sell this thing.
Seems like I've been exactly
Cannot trade.
my entire life.
Alright, so I need to keep the cleanser. Nice! I need to keep that thing. I'll just have to sell them according to the level. Well, at least... What's this? This is useless. Thank you. Keep those there. Blah 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 blah. You here. You here. This is useless. Why do I have this here? Yeah, clearly I am a bit... Clearly I'm a bit paranoid about not having mods. Proper level mods on me. Good. That should do it. That should do it.
More bad news. I just hope I'm here when you get back.
Let's go to abandoned tunnels. Entry forbidden. Yeah, Bishopsgate. What? Do we have any mission over there? History lessons, sweeper. Abandoned tunnels, abandoned tunnels. Ah, yeah, right. We have that mission over there, but it's a high-level mission. Police tell me they haven't respawned. No, they haven't respawned. Good. Good. This time they... I spoke too soon. Or maybe I didn't explore this section. Yes, I did explore this section. Pretty sure I did. I killed everything in here. Good. Good. Emperor, I'm quite sure it was this way. What? Ah, nice. Typical. The classic enemy behind the door waiting to kill you. Classic, and there it is, abandoned tunnels. Yeah, but most of them didn't respawn, fortunately. Okay, abandoned tunnels. What do we need to do here? Explore, just explore, and kill 5 tormentors. Good, we can do that. Oh. Okay. Ah, from behind. Faced. I don't know if you... I'll never be able to tell if you actually take damage. Or you're just muted by that. Yeah, it looks like you take damage. But it's periodic. Is damage over time? Whoa! Tormentor. There we go. Damn, no. It's one of these. Damn, I remember these guys. They deal a lot of damage. They had a different name last time, but it's the same type of enemy. I need to keep my distance from them, because once they get close, they cast that ray of energy and they deal a huge amount of damage. I wonder if this one is a treasure. No, it's a hidden passageway. It's not a treasure. I would have been way too lucky with 2 treasure passageways on the same day. What's this? A passageway inside of another passageway. There we go. So, let's see what they have in store for us. Elite passageway. I just hope I can then go back to the main dungeon. Well, there's some loot at least. There must be an imp diabolist nearby. Fortunately, we have shield penetration. Yes, there it is. A gremlin diabolist in this case, but well, doesn't matter. We have shield penetration. That's why you should always have shield penetration in this game, especially during late game and end game. See, for example, this enemy would be invulnerable without shield penetration, and you would be forced to first kill the gremlin diabolist, and sometimes you cannot do that. Yeah. See how dense the shield is, even with my shield penetration. Awesome. I don't know why a napalm strike triggered randomly there. It must have exploded or something. And there we go. Oh. Well, they had 2 imp diabolists. Well, or gremlin diabolists in this case. As if one wasn't enough. Yeah, I'm beginning to think that even 24% shield penetration is actually way too low. In fact, I should have, I don't know, something like 50. So I can kill those shielded enemies. Oh, Careful. Those shielded enemies without any kind of problem. Careful, that thing explodes. Awesome. And surprise spawn. Okay. Nah. They were pretty weak. Nothing to worry about yet. Let's see. Any other thing? No. 0. Well, at least no one will be able to say that I didn't do a 100% completion of the game. I'm even doing the random dungeons that I randomly stumble upon. So yeah, I'm beginning to think. Yeah, it's the same as Diablo 3, in which you also have those random passageways that you can enter. Okay. Oh, well, we've already explored this one as well, 100%, as you can see. These are actually random, so I'll just do them once. Where did we come from? From there. Where did we come from? Here. And then why is this explored? No, but there are enemies. There's no way. I've been here. Anywhere I've been, the enemies are dead. Trust me. If you see something breathing, I haven't been there. I definitely haven't been there. Or they could have respawned. That's another option, but well. Eraser. Do you have the... Why do you have the unrestrained urge to destroy everything in your path? Well... What are you gonna do? Some people love singing, others love watching movies. Well, I like destroying everything in a game. What are you gonna do? There they are. We've got 2 tormentors up ahead. I think they are also draining my power. If they get close, I'm as good as dead. That aura is also dealing damage to me. And that's the last one. No, don't get close. Don't get close. There we go. Muted. See, I was even muted. The second that thing engaged in melee, it would have killed me right away. Abandoned tunnels. Looks like this is the end. Is this a dead end or what? We've already completed our 2 missions here. Let's wait for the shield to recharge a bit. Or are they attacking us? Yeah. Pretty good detection range. We might as well kill them right away. Yes, looks like this is a dead end. Yeah. This is pretty much it. Nice try. You need to be faster. No. Any extra loot? No. This is pretty much a dead end. It's the end of the dungeon. Okay. Let's go back, turn in those 2 quests. I am beginning to worry about how to complete that mission. Surprise your shot. Since I cannot find. I cannot find any. I cannot find any. At least give me at least give me a mob
Ready for work?
that increases shield penetration. I would be
Stand tall.
pretty thankful. Undershaft. Undershaft. Ah, there it is. Bishop's Gate, Wormwood. Okay, Wormwood. Okay, so we can actually complete it. We might as well head over there.
So shall we read.
Blah 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 blah.
Don't forget about the weapon if you're
And here we go again.
perhaps your mind can.
La 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 la. Undershaft again. All right, now we. All right. We can access Undershaft. Where's that? Undershaft. Undershaft. I cannot find that one. I can find Wormwood, but not. It must be after this one, something like that. Okay, we'll have to go to Bishop's Gate. I don't want to finish the game without first completing all of the side quests. What's this? It must be part of some of the quests. Alright, this is getting better. This one has 4 mods instead of 2. However, it's still not enough. Still not enough, even though the base damage is better than my current weapon. Pretty much. Okay. Another quest item, just what I needed. Oop. Ah, but it's a sniper rifle. If I could only, and this one rocket launcher. Yeah, but if I could get an automatic rifle like those, I'd feel so good. I'd feel so good. A good automatic rifle of rare quality. That would make this process much faster. What else? Alright, we're good to go. Well, I still have 13 analyzers and 2 relocation devices. Let's head over to Bishop's Gate and then the other one. This is a high level dungeon and my gear is a bit outdated, so yeah. We'll be at a disadvantage here, but well, doesn't matter. All that matters is that already muted. That was pretty fast. But what are you gonna do? I was faster than them. Need to be faster on the trigger, boy. I need to be careful though. These spectrals deal an immense amount of damage if you don't kill them before they attack. It's a pretty tricky mechanic. A free analyzer, good. Always good to have those. Close, but my shield withstood that assault. Go, 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 go. Amazing. As soon as I dispatch these pestilent spirits before I engage the other spectrals, I shouldn't have any issues. Elite passageway again. I've noticed that these cave these cave passageways have better loot than the others for some weird reason. See, already a health injector. A health injector already. Another health injector, another one. This is absolutely top-notch gear. I mean, not gear, consumables. What the? Careful. There's an epic enemy over our heads. We need to keep our distance and kill it from afar. What? There's another one. Right there. Careful if they mute me. If they mute me, we are as good as dead here. Ah, but there's a rare enemy there. Well, it was an elite passageway after all. That's what I get for doing this. Okay. Let's try something different. Damn, there's a lot of them. Don't worry, the Napalm Strike will deal with them. Or at least it'll give me the foothold I need. No. I just need a foothold. I just need to kill some of them, and the rest will go down. Damn polyps. Okay, let's wait. We need to wait for the shield to recharge. I'm wasting all of my health injectors without any kind of purpose. Let's wait for the shield to recharge. I should have done that earlier. Let's wait. Let's wait. Cozy place to live, huh? What? I'm not dealing damage to that thing? What? There's something wrong with the crosshair. There we go. I'm killing them at least. I killed 2 more. What on earth? And there we go. The boss. Now. Nice try. What's with that thing? It's not taking damage. Is this bagged or what? Polyp. It's spawning other rare enemies or what? Well, I don't know, but we'll go for a Napalm Strike. No. No. Damn. Those things explode. Yes, that thing... This is crazy. That thing spawns rare enemies. I need to take it. I need to kill it first. They are blocking my shots. God damn it. They're muting me. God damn it. I'll waste all of my potions like this. Alright, I think I killed it with the final napalm strike, and it exploded and killed the Diablos. It was a blind kill. Okay. Pretty good. A blind kill, thanks to the napalm strike. Good. Well, at least it got some pretty good loot. Quite good, but not good enough if you ask me. Considering all of the health injectors I spent killing that thing. Well, damn, I must be the only crazy guy doing these random passageways in this offline version. Okay, let's go. So we have to do Bishop Gate, and then this should lead us to the other one, to Wormwood. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Pestilence Spirit. Soul Drink. What the? I couldn't see. I couldn't see shit.
So long.
Couldn't see shit.
Solitary life
There was one of those
I
pestilent spirits
I just hope I'm
right around the corner. Well, I couldn't see anything because of those two guys. God damn it. Ah ha 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 ha. What? More enemies? Oh yeah, I was over there mostly. Die. I hate those guys. So, enemies are invisible in this level. Well, at least I'm in range. Oh, I don't think so. No. Kitorai, alright. Taken from Soul Drinkers. But once again, these guys. Alright, so those. I need to loot 4 of those things, and they drop from the Soul Drinkers again. So I need to wait until I am ambushed, like that. Okay. So it's inevitable to be ambushed here. This way, please. So even if you are invisible, you'll be affected by the napalm strike. There you are. He had run away. He had run away. And it disappears. Okay. Some loot. Nope. We already have 20. No need to keep those. Kitoray. Or Kitorai. Whatever. What? Good. Extra loot. I wonder if the actual flats are as kind of like narrow as these ones in London. Why is there a toilet in here? Why is there a toilet in the middle of the street? On the middle of the street, sorry. Why is there a toilet over there? I wonder if they are if the flats are as narrow as these ones. But well, it must be a pretty exclusive zone anyways living over there, so it more than makes up for any narrow flat. Oh, that, oh. Oh! I need a napalm strike here. Come on. Where's the other one? Show yourself up. And there you were. What? I hate these spectrals, these pestilent spirits. They deal so much damage in such a short span of time. My god. Wormwood. Okay, so there should be one more. There should be one more. There should be one more of those. What were they? Soul drinkers. There should be one more of those somewhere over here. To drop that or not. Yeah, they didn't drop. Typical. The drop percentage is so low that. What? It's the same as the other one. So once you go down here, you can go back. But this isn't that. But this isn't the main quest. There's Undershaft. I'm beginning to think. I'm doing a quest that's not actually for my level. But well, it'll be an adventure, people. At least I have personal relocation devices. What's this? The belly of the beast. I feel like playing Diablo in 3D. Kind of like the final levels. Not Diablo 2, but Diablo 1. Oh. Wow. So at least we will now know how the... Damn. I thought they wouldn't attack if they couldn't see me. Well, at least this dungeon is somehow an advantage for me because the range is pretty good. Yeah, I can't go back. So if you don't have a personal relocation device, you are dead or what? You need to be killed. What's this? Oh, nothing. Okay. Interesting. Pretty eerie ambience. Nicely done. The fact that you can see a bit farther than most dungeons makes a pretty good atmosphere. Pretty well executed. Ooh. Oh, just what I needed. An epic pestilent, no, a legendary pestilent spirit. See, imagine what would have happened if I didn't have, if I hadn't, if I hadn't have had shield penetration. Right. Uh, 7% electricity damage, not what I'm looking for. Okay. Should be able to loot a bit more. We have the 4 slots, it's just that they are not properly organized. There we go. See? I'm a professional, people. Now I'm a professional. And this thing just dropped more loot that I cannot grab. Just oh, pretty. Damn, this way. Whoa. The Prowler. There's our target, people. Was one of them. And we've got an army of zombies. What are you doing? I killed everyone over there. There it is. Doesn't seem so good. Oh, look at that. Its shield. It's way too dense. Alright, but it cannot detect me. It must be some kind of sniper. Pretty easy. Look at that. The detection range is either not working or I'm totally out of its range. It must be a melee. It must be some kind of a sniper. Because generally that happens to snipers. Alright, there we go. Surprise your shot. Other one's dead. And what was the other mission? Undershaft. Well, that doesn't sound pretty good, Undershaft, but well. Rare zombie. Toughened. Well, it's pretty tanky, I'll give him that. So, Armor plus 17. I know, but the one I have is plus 34 and it has a base of 34. Armor. Alright, so we are grabbing this. And we could also grab that cannon instead of close range weapon, Blade Frenzy. I bet I'll get more money from that from that cannon. I'm just guessing here, but usually they cost more money. What, they can attack me even if I'm invisible, what? No, people, I'm not lost. Just in case you're wondering, I'm not lost. It's just that the map is way too big. What on earth? Where? What's this? I wonder if I get killed if I jump. I mean, it's all black. Ah, so that's how you go back to the entrance. You jump on those black holes. Alright. Okay, so you're not actually trapped. Undershaft, it was right at the entrance. Look at that. And here I was killing everything to get here. Undershaft. There it must be right there. Hup. Well, I should have done this. Let's enter the undershaft. Let's get down the stairs. Let's go downstairs. Undershaft. Find Shrine of Ankhada. Or whatever you say. What? And now we get a basement? Damn, they're level 28. I definitely shouldn't be here. What? Why is it that I cannot pick a health injector? Wait, that's not a large health injector. That's an advanced health injector. It must be even better than large. What on earth is the first advanced power pack? I might as well begin stacking up on those. I'll begin hoarding those. Ah, they still drop some large ones. Yeah, definitely we shouldn't be here now. But well, doesn't matter. Find Shrine of Ankhada. Yeah, I think we should do the... Well, I'll proceed. If I get killed, we'll do the main quest because we're not meant to be here. We're not meant to be here at all. Oh well. Alright. Yep. Though I am level 28, but yeah. In this dungeon, being the same level as the creatures you are facing means that you definitely shouldn't be doing this dungeon. What on earth was that juggernaut? You don't scare me. As long as I can deal damage. Oh my god. What on earth is that? Well, I looted something. And we're dead. Yes. Definitely we are not meant to be here. Yet. Yep. Travel to Undershaft. No way. Well, at least we completed one quest. And we still need to take one last key to Ray from the drinkers over here at Bishop's Gate. Okay. Well, at least they must have respawned. Respawn. Yes, they respawned. Damn. An epic pestilence spirit, just what I need, and a rare pestilence spirit. Alright. You've made your point, I'll kill you first. Damn, imagine this without shield penetration. It would be pretty much hell. Well, I killed both of them. Why didn't I sell my stuff back there? Well, we still have time to do that. And come back and continue looting. Alright, let's sell our stuff. And come back. Otherwise I'm losing money and I won't be able to buy any more health injectors. And that's pretty much the end of it. That's pretty much the end of it. Could it be? Automatic rifle? No, laser rifle. I don't know what that may be, but it's not for me. A Guardian Blade Master? No. Advanced. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Huh. What's that? I'm actually using large. What? Advanced. Ah, look at that. That's why they are so expensive now. Okay. So now we are getting advanced health injectors. Okay, those should refill even more health. So we'll keep 8 of those with us. And 104, 104. No, these are not the automatic rifles we're looking for. Incredible, the the health injectors kind of like got better, but at the same time the automatic rifles got worse. Horrible. But well, it's random. What are you gonna do? And our inventory is filled. It's full once again. Why is it that all of the armors are for the Blade Master? Now come on, please spawn one more of those and 3 out of 4 taken from Soul Drinkers. Spawn one more Soul Drinker, please. Just for me. Do me a favor. Spawn one more Soul Drinker and ensure it drops what I'm looking for. Well, looks like they don't want to spawn. Let's see, maybe here? Just one more. Here, in this alley. Here. There we go. Please don't run away. And it didn't drop it. Shit. Stupid things. Stupid Soul Drinkers. The worst part is that they spawn kind of like at the corners. There we go. And it didn't drop it. Dead, dead, dead. Dead. I don't see any soul drinkers. Well, of course, how am I supposed to see them if they randomly appear? My god.
So long.
Patience. This game requires patience. And when I say patience, I say extreme patience. What? It can't be that one. It can't be that one. The one that just hit me. Well, actually anything is possible in this game. I cannot believe I'm actually looking for one of these stupid soul drinkers just so they can drop one of those quest items. Damn. I'm beginning to think I'll do this story quest. How much time has it been? Already an hour and 47 minutes. Spawn one more of those stupid soul drinkers. No, not these guys. The soul drinker. I need this soul drinker, not these guys. Not so fast. Come on, spawn one more soul drinker. That's all I need. One more soul drinker. Wow. Wow. Yeah, we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait, and I'm, of course, not waiting here. We are doing the main quest. Yes. Yes, people. We are doing the main quest after all of this. Okay. Let's head over to... It was Primrose, Shortage, and Necropolis. Well, I'll first sell my stuff, and we'll actually do the main quest. Yes, because I don't think it's the final mission of the game at all.
I lead it involuntarily.
Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, can't beat my current gear. I'm I'm beginning to think that nothing that I loot at this point can beat my current gear. And we are back at the large health injectors. Good. Adds 64 attack and 9 strength, critical chance multiplier against Necros. Yeah. I've got a lot of mods. What I'm actually looking for is a good base automatic rifle. Let's head over to Primrose and do a main quest. For a change. More missions. Failure isn't an option. Houndsditch. Alright, yeah, clearly we'll have to get to all of those places later. Alright, let's do it. Let's get through Primrose, then Shoreditch, and let's go to Necropolis. Nice, looks like they haven't respawned. Okay. Chuk, 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 chuk. There's one there, but it could have been kind of like a random spawn, a random surprise spawn after I clear the dungeon. Good. Yes, it's kind of like a story dungeon. Looks like story dungeons don't respawn. They don't respawn until you complete it. Say for example this is a random spawn. Damn, this game was longer than what I originally anticipated. Than what I originally thought. There you are, Jessica. Follow. Follow me. Ta, 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 ta. This way. I wonder if she'll actually follow me into the next dungeon. Hey, the sound of my footsteps and my gear is totally different than before. Oh, nice. The recycling is strong in this one. Yeah, she followed me. The recycling is strong in this one, young Padawan. God, I mean, it's a copy of the other dungeon. That was uncalled for. God damn it. Yeah, just throw in a million of those suicide guys. Just throw in a million of those, and that'll do the job for you. Alright. See? See? What? No, Bishopsgate, no. No. No, I'm not that stupid. No, it was Primrose. No, 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 no. Well, I'm calling it Primrose, but well, it would be Primrose. Ha 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 ha. Lovely. Amusing. Just what I needed. There should be a mount for these cases. Yeah. And here I thought I had suffered enough. in the previous stream with those 9 side quests of Doom. And here I thought it was enough. How naive. Of me. So, alright. At least now we know there's a trap in here. Let's just drop Napalm Strike as soon as we enter. Dead. And they are over there now. Let's ensure we kill them. They are pretty dangerous, as you could see some seconds ago. That'll just come out of nowhere. The range is incredible, so you have to dispatch them before they attack. There we go. That was such a cheap death. I mean, I just entered the dungeon. I just entered the dungeon and 1,000 of those guys kill me. Right away. Rare Nexus Seed. Alright, we've got surprise spawns all over the place. Careful, you need to be fast here. What? The Napalm Strike. What happened to the Napalm Strike? It didn't work. What the fuck? The Napalm Strike didn't work. They are muting me. They're actually muting me. Careful, those things can spawn anywhere. Damn, just what I needed. Yeah, these are definitely late game mechanics. Good. There seems to be nothing in there. Yeah, I should definitely upgrade my automatic rifle as soon as I can. Not because this one doesn't deal enough damage, because I need even more damage just to be comfortable when they do those surprise attacks. It's not that your automatic rifle doesn't deal enough damage, it's just that you need to be extremely fast and kill the random spawns right away. Okay, there's nothing in here. Good. Dead. Awesome. Let's see what else we have in here. Blah 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 blah. Where's the end of the dungeon here? Just drop the smack down on them. There we go. Ah, great. Another dead end. Another dead end. Maybe it's in here. No. Maybe it's upstairs. Great, a chest I cannot interact with. This game loves trolling me. 2 more chests that I cannot interact with. Magnificent. Just what I'm looking for. Just what I wanted. Chests that I cannot interact with. Okay. And there it is. There it is, or not. Ah, it's a random passageway that we've already completed. There we go. No, I was not letting them kill me right at the end of a dungeon. No, I'm not that stupid. Okay. Another creepy. There are no enemies in here. Hi there, Jess. How are you doing? You followed me all the way down here. You're pretty brave, pretty courageous. All dead in one clear and one fell swoop. And there's the Necropolis level 2. Damn, these are kind of like so random. The naming convention is so random. Alright, so this is part of Bone Cracker Assembly, level 27. Level 27. Okay, this is so similar to Diablo 1. I feel right at home here. Careful, we've got ranged stunners, if I am not mistaken. Okay, let's do this first. Let's open a portal. I know that these portals never work, but well, let's just do it. Let's do it just in case. And as for the rest, descending to Necropolis. Yeah, but I had these laser sights. I had these goggles. We were meant to use these. Hey, look. What the fuck? Hey, I didn't know this because it's been so much time since I saw my character's face. Look at the hair. It's actually gray and also turning to white, and it was actually black at the beginning of the game. Hey, what a cool effect. What a cool effect. I hadn't noticed this up until now. See, this is something new. Hey, I hadn't noticed this. Because my character always had his face covered. Well, I don't know for what purpose we may use those, but well, I'll keep them there. It's a quest. It should be a quest item. Oh well. Hey, I hadn't noticed that. So they ensure that your character ages as you fight the demon horde. Pretty amazing. I hadn't seen those amazing patches. I remember the most famous example of this mechanic is Fable 2. Pretty good game. I completed that one. Also doing pretty much all of the side quests there, even the expansion side quests, the DLC side quests and everything. Pretty amazing. No. Yeah. It somehow ages, but it's not as bad as Fable 1. In Fable 1, you kind of like, it's not only the hair color, but it's also the pretty much everything. In Fable 2, you kind of like, you somehow can prevent your character from aging by eating healthy food and those things. But in Fable 1, it's even worse because... do you know the legend? No, it's not a legend, it actually happened. In Fable 1, when I completed that game 100%, you should immediately play Fable 1. I love Fable 1 even more than 2, though 2 was also amazing. But Fable 1 is it's a totally underrated classic. That game is much better than what most people think. Oh, I'm out of power injectors. Well, no more mana for me, I guess. Or no more power in this case. Or do I have any advanced ones? No, nothing at all. Yeah. Such a good place to run out of power injectors. This is just what I needed. Well, at least while I don't run out of health injectors, my mana should somehow replenish. In Fable 1, you would actually age a lot your character. You would get, by the end of the game, you would be kind of like a grandpa. And you start as a child. And then the player base complained so much. That was so pathetic, actually. They complained so much about that original and amazing mechanic because they wanted to all be young and powerful, and they didn't want to look like a grandpa. And I thought it was pretty pathetic because it was an original mechanic, an extremely original mechanic. And in Fable 2, well, it's different. You can somehow prevent the aging process by eating healthy food and those things, and you actually don't age as badly as in Fable 1. But in Fable 1, yes, you end up being extremely old by the time you become king of the city or whatever. I can't remember. It wasn't king, it was kind of like mage or something like that. There we go. But yes, the complaints of the player base were so many about such an original mechanic that they had to remove that. And I still have to play Fable 3 to see how they dealt with that mechanic. I still need to play Fable 3. It's one of those games that I totally need to play because I've already played 1 and 2. 2 is exclusive to the Xbox 360, and 1 you can find it on PC, the Anniversary Edition. Highly recommended, the Anniversary Edition of the first entry of the Fable franchise. I would actually recommend playing 1 before 2 because it's kind of like the classic RPG experience, and it's amazing. I actually like Fable 1 more than 2, though I admit Fable 2 is a bit more. No, it's not a more complete experience. It has more content, plain and simple. But Fable 1 is actually a much more complete experience. Mainly because it actually has a real final boss. What ruined the experience for me in Fable 2. It's that, first of all, it's extremely easy. It doesn't have any difficulty at all, except for some specific quests, the arena quests, which are timed, but just so you can get a higher score. Except for those, Fable 2 is extremely easy, and it doesn't have an epic final boss, which I totally hate. I cannot forgive a game which has. There are some games that, for some reason, don't have. I'm not getting killed in here, as long as I have health injectors. I need to be careful though. These stalkers are pretty dangerous. They're also snipers at the same time. I cannot. I have to advance extremely slowly in here and try to avoid those attacks. Fortunately, at least this girl is with me. She should be able to at least draw some of the fire. Or not. Pretty good ambience here. Pretty good ambience. This ambience variety, this level design variety is pretty good to see. Did I just use a napalm strike? No, a smackdown. Yeah, without any kind of apparent purpose. But yeah. Unpopular opinion, Fable 1 is better than Fable 2. Just because of the character of Jack of Blades. Just because of the final boss as well. And the final boss. It's kind of like a more complete package. Fable 2 has more content, but it doesn't feel like a complete experience. Because there's no final boss. There's basically no final boss. There's pretty much no final boss, and that was absolutely disappointing. It's just a choice. The guy just gets randomly killed. the final boss. I mean, there is no final boss because the NPC gets randomly killed, if I remember correctly. It's so pathetic that I can't even be. I don't even like remembering it. Oh my god, yeah, I see where this is going. It's time to disengage and hope for the best. Damn. Shit. Come on. We're so close. I can't be killed now. We're at now that we're at the third level of this shit. This reminds me of Gauntlet. Well, at least they are dropping health injectors. This reminds me of Gauntlet. Highly recommended. There's a remake of Gauntlet on PC of the classic 2D game, but in 3D with pretty nice graphics. Also highly recommended. All of those games, I need to play them on stream. Level 4. There's a level 4, people. Oh. This should be called Descent into Darkness. This is so Diablo 1, so similar to Diablo 1. By the way, if you like Diablo 1, install the Beelzebub mod. What are you waiting for? Pretty amazing mod, and you'll get endless hours from that game. It'll be revived for you. Come on, just drop more health injectors and let me proceed through this. Level 27. This cannot be the end of the game because we've just been in a dungeon with level 28 spawns. What? Stun? No. What are you doing? Come on. Strike. I was muted. No, worse, stunned. Not so fast. And here everything should be dead. And yeah, that's the problem. When I kill them in this dungeon, the enemies drop even more larvas or something. Damn, my god, it's getting tense. I should keep my distance. The problem is that I cannot even see. I cannot even see them in this dungeon without... Alright, let's float in place. Without getting closer. Okay. Nice try. Alright. So many. I think I'll... Yeah, that's the problem. I'm getting closer than usual because I cannot see them. I'll have to blindly attack them. I'll have to attack them blindly, sorry. That's the problem. No, 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 my god, no, no. Not again, I didn't press 1. No, you have to be kidding me. You have to be fucking kidding me, not again. No, 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 no. It cannot be. This fucking game. This fucking game.
I just hope I'm here when you get back.
No. Not again. No. No. Shit. Shit. I hope they haven't respawned. Shit. I cannot believe this shit. I cannot believe this is the final level of the game. Please tell me they haven't respawned. Looks like they don't respawn. Well, it could be our chance to finish the other... Wait, let's finish the other mission. Because we're about to level up as well as... and I'm about to... And I'm about to reach the... to get an important achievement. So let's do Bishop's Gate first. It was... yeah, Bishop's Gate. Let's see if they respond. The soul drinkers. Let's see if they respond before we go back. Please drop it. Drop that thing. Yes, finally, finally. You degenerated macaque. Finally. Let's just loot anything so I get the achievement, and you'll see why I haven't bought a lot of health injectors lately. Alright, that's it. I think they have more than enough. Palladium. You'll see. You'll see in a moment why I haven't been using health injectors. Hey, you're a rich man, indeed. And now... let's see. Wait.
I just hope I'm here when you get back. If you get back.
There you go. Collect 35 5,000 Palladium. So I haven't been using exactly 5,000 zombies. Amazing. Good, good, good. So, now that we've done that,
Oh no. More
I
bad
can
news.
do this. And now, with that, let's actually here 42, and now we don't have to worry about these stupid macaques killing me before I don't have, and I'm not using health injectors. 20 analyzers. There we go. Okay, good. And the rest will be for
I
a
just
new
hope
automatic
I'm
rifle that
here
I hope to eventually loot.
Yes. Farewell. Yes. Farewell.
Okay, yeah, this cannot be the end of the game. Alright, now we are ready. Ready to go. Sadly, we'll have to do all of this journey again. But well, if I survived Broker's 9, you are used. Up to this point, it's been 2 hours and 22 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who are faint, for the faint of heart, first of all, you shouldn't be watching my my streams if you're faint of heart. But if you are used to experience the suffering that this game leaves on the player, and watching my streams, well, you must be delighted to watch my suffering at the hands of this dungeon, because, well, if it, I don't know why, but over 200 people have watched my previous stream in which I explicitly labeled as no need to watch because I'm just doing side quests and suffering endlessly. So if you're one of those 200 people watching, there's here comes more of the same. Here comes more of the same, and some of them respond. This is not the correct alley. Well, you'll be delighted if you're one of those masochists of the previous bod. Here we have more of the same, people, more. But even worse, because this is kind of like 6 dungeons, one inside of the other. Here we go again. Here we go again. First level. I just hope they don't respawn. Here we go again. First level. Yoo-hoo. Here they are again. Well, at least they haven't respawned. Well, 17 Palladium, that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. Well, let's see. The torture continues, people. At least in Diablo 1, you could actually open the portal, go back at your leisure, and they respawn here, apparently. A Vortex Fiend. But at least in Diablo 1, you could open a portal, go back, and then continue. Here, I cannot open portals for some reason. God damn it. God damn it, people. Well, at least dead end. Oof. Imagine at this point that I've already finished the stream. This is just only for masochists at this point. Right, I wonder where the exit may be. Because clearly I haven't been here. Oh no. Oh no. Live by the grind should be the name of this game. Live by the grind. But it wouldn't be a problem if I could actually loot some good weapons, but no. Rare loot is so scarce in here that my automatic rifle is outdated. And this results in a pretty... Oh my god. I'm muted. No, there we go. And it's another dead end, clearly, because I hadn't explored this section and I managed to get to level 4. What the fuck? How could that thing kill me? Well, anyways, it wasn't this way. They must have muted me. Shut up. Shut up, I'm sick of this shit. I'm so sick of this shit at this point. No, we have to finish this part of the main quest today. God damn it. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. This is a stupid dungeon. I'm beginning to wonder if it's the end of the game. Because I saw some level 28 mobs in level 4. I wonder if this is the end of the game. This could be a problem because if this is the end of the game, how am I supposed to complete those sides? No, but the skill tree is up to level 30, so there should be something else. Though I'm not sure. Alright, first let me see something. Here, we've got 2 more missions. Condensed Houndstitch. I don't know where that may be. Houndstitch. Undershaft. Bishop's Gate. Blah 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 blah. Abandoned tunnels. No, I don't think this is the end. I don't think this is the end of the game. There it is, level 2. Yeah. Right. Mm. Have I been here? Yes, I'm so lost at this point. Hi there, Jess. How's it going? No, if there are if there are more enemies, I clearly haven't been here. We'll try that then. Though I don't think this is a dead end, so no. That's another dead end as well. It's one of these. Has to be one of these, probably. Why are there still? More enemies in here. Why? Okay. This one? No. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of being lost in this stupid dungeon. First, let's... No, that's where we came from. Could you please shut up? I'm trying to find my way here. Trying to find a way of getting out of here. God damn it. What's wrong with this fucking map? What's wrong with this fucking map? It's not displaying the third level. So, here. And here it is. Alright, at least I don't feel that dumb. Because it was at the end of the thing. Hey, is this different or what? Wait. Before we proceed. Before we proceed, I want to check something. Wait, people. Wait, people, because I want to say something. I want to see if this is just to ensure just to ensure uh I don't fuck up. And just to ensure this isn't the final boss. I mean the final dungeon of the game. I'll verify it because okay. Looks like this isn't the final mission. What's this mission? I'm just doing this for the sake of not not fucking up. Hellgate London contains over 200 quests. Well, let me see. Because I don't want to. I want to finish this and then be. No, it says that you are not locked out from continuing doing the content. All right. Okay. Don't worry. This isn't the. Don't worry. This isn't the final quest. We still have a long ways to go. I mean, we've done most of it, but not all. Were these guys here last time? No. Let's try. No, we can still. We'll keep going for a while. Jess, where are you? It would be useful as a meat shield here. Stupid inventory. I need to remain alert. I'm not getting killed again in this stupid level. Well, that's pretty much it. Well. Thank you. Okay, through here. The good news is that or are that the good news is that since we've already explored part of the dungeon, I can tell where I should be heading towards, more or less. Keep going, keep going. There it is. And there's Jess. Well, you had completed the dungeon way before I did. Level 4. Here we go again. I should be careful. This. There's something huge there. And there's the NPC. Good. At least. This is where they killed me. Good, that's right. Turn them on fire. Yeah, this is where they killed me. There's no way I didn't loot all of that palladium. Oh my god. Not so fast. I can see you. I see you. Those... Just in case. While I kill that thing, we'll get rid of the zombies. No. No. No, 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 no. Not again. Damn. It's a fucking army of zombies. I better keep my distance. Ah, but there's also... We'll trap them here. There we go. It'll be much faster than killing them one by one. Well, I can see why I got killed last time at this spot. Let's keep a low profile here, people. I don't want to die again here and waste the rest of my precious evening. And we just cleared the area. Could it be? Once and for all. Yes. Yes, we did. There's something over there. Ah, an epic necropolis, so that's where those things were coming from. Nice try, you can get me up here though. Damn. There's something else over there. Another bone cracker. Look at that. Where's the bone cracker? There. I cannot see them, but I will kill them blindly. There's another one. There. Nice try. Muted. Shit, so that's how they killed me last time. I cannot see those guys there. There we go, dead. So there are actually snipers in the shadows attacking me, and they are difficult to see. Pretty clever. I lost the count of how many zombies we've killed here. The game really wants me to do that zombie slaughtering achievement. I cannot see where the enemies are coming from. There, an necropolis. I have to blindly attack them. There was another huge thing coming our way. Right there, another bone cracker. Nice try. Oof. Yeah, this area needed some heavy cleaning. Careful. I see more shadows over there. There's even more of them. Stop. Stop, please. See how many corpses that are in here. All over the place. My god. Quickly. I cannot drop my guard. Come on. I see more enemies over there. But they just seem to be zombies. Let's see. If there's any more of those back there, they'll be cleansed by the napalm strike. There, a bone cracker. I knew it. I need to be extremely cautious in here. Enemies come out of nowhere. They stun you out of nowhere, and I cannot even see them. I need to use the terrain to my advantage. I cannot imagine doing this as a melee. character or with a melee character. Fuck. Don't stop shooting, no matter what. Keep going, keep going. Shit, an Acropolis. Wait, I'm in range of that enemy, whatever it may be. Zombies. Careful, those explode. There we go. There's another bone cracker there. Better to take that thing out. A bit more. There we go. The area seems to be somehow clear. Just in case. Smackdown. Oof. What is exhaust? And dead end or not. It could be through here. Don't save any bullets at this point. Go all out. Kill everything in sight. Advance slowly. I don't know why I'm just giving tips to myself. I'm just giving myself tips at this point. Here we go. We'll use this. Nice try. Damn, two Necropolis. Two Necropolises. I'm muted. Fuck. Shit. Shit. Those things hit like a truck. What the? There was one behind me. Oh boy. Now that's the problem. This section has been unexplored. Quickly. I grouped them there. Now it's my chance. Damn, they are coming out of nowhere. And they are dropping these things which actually explode. Shit. Shit. No. If they stun me, even for a single second, I'm dead. My goodness. I just hope that at least I'm killing some of them. It's full of zombies, this place. Die, die, die once and for all. Damn, this was much more brutal than what I expected. You are surrounded from every single direction. I've lost count of how many of them I've killed today. the fact that you cannot see far away, it's a huge disadvantage. And they surround you from every single corner. So you have to kind of like dive in, kill, clear the area, and then ensure you don't get surrounded, and then move to another area. It's kind of like similar to, well, this will be a pretty wild comparison, but it's like Geometry Wars. When you are absolutely surrounded, you have to kill, move, clear the area, and then move again. What, that this one is bigger than the other ones? Or is it just me? I don't know, but it dies like the rest. Here, we'll use this. Here, we'll use this to kind of like... See, this is so typical of a tower defense player like me. Someone who's used to play tower defense games. Forcing them to kind of like... go through the stairs to reach me. How about he's dropping those things? Oh, careful. I need to kill that necropolis, that rare necropolis first. Well, looks like the game had a lot more in it for us. What's it? Eject, or what's that? Ah, the shape. It must be different. Up. Quickly, don't lower your guard. Don't lower your guard. Come on. I'm actually, thanks to how my weapon and my armor trigger that explosion, that electric explosion, it'll help me. It helps me pinpoint them somehow and attract them. Yeah, you should use kind of like these stands to help yourself deal enough damage until you can actually engage them. Till you can actually engage. I see an epic enemy over there. Better stay here. Is it a stalker or a zombie or what? There we go. Oh no. An epic necropolis. This could be our end if we are not careful. First, let's get rid of the zombies because they are the ones actually surrounding me. Oh, this one stuns when it attacks. Burn. Burn in hell. Fucking burn in hell. There we go. It must be... It's spawning more zombies. Another necropolis. We'll kill this one first, and after we kill this one, we'll move this over here. See how they explode. You need to be careful when you kill a necropolis because they can either spawn zombies or those explosive larvas. There we go. Oof, damn, there's more of them. Damn, what did I do? Why did I do that? Why did I press E? There we go. God damn it. God damn it. Will we ever finish this dungeon? I'm beginning to wonder. I'm beginning to wonder if we'll ever finish this dungeon. I should advance pretty slowly. Shit. We should advance pretty slowly, pretty slowly. Kill them extremely slowly. Slowly but surely. Come on, this is a game of patience, people, at this point. This is a game of patience. We have to... There it is. There's something else in there. Bone cracker. I'm out of range, actually. Well, whatever. Well, there's actually one more bone cracker, but I guess we'll have plenty of enemies here. Find the marker. The deep. Alright, we've made it. Oh shit, I cannot see a thing. What the fuck is this place? Damn, this one is even darker than the other ones. Well, Jess, you're with me. Shit, the dungeon is completely... And my monitor makes it worse. I couldn't spot the level. You must have been able, but I couldn't. 27. No, the level is not that bad. Damn, I can barely see in here. Shit. I can barely see. Jess, your help would be much appreciated. Act as a mid shield, please. Okay, now this is the belly of the beast. Marker. And let me guess, I can only find the marker with those goggles. Stay here. I knew it. They'll find me. And once they do, I can do this. Reposition. Alright, I can take out the infected chompers. So we can kill them slowly one by one. This is a game of patience, people. If you just run in, you'll get killed in 2 seconds. You have to pick them one by one, slowly, because they will come to you, don't worry. Better to dispatch the snipers as they try to attack you like this. It's a much better flow It's a much better battle flow, let's say, than just running in and getting killed. See, we've cleared most of the area without endanger. Sorry, I'm tired at this point. Without endangering ourselves. Without endangering ourselves at all. Besides, we should take into account that I can barely see in this place. Shit. I should level up. Okay, we are almost level 30. To hell with it. All to accuracy. If I cannot equip another armor or something, then it'll be a problem for the future me. Not for me. Careful. Let's watch our step. I could actually drop a napalm strike here to check the surface. Yes. More or less the same surface as... Okay. Good. 61. Look at that. That means the health inject. We are keeping up with the damage and everything. I can barely see in here. What? Foul monstrosity. That's kind of like an improved version of the Chimera Zone. See, they're coming to us. No need to rush to your death. Besides, this is kind of like a dungeon inside of 6 other dungeons, so yeah. I'm not in a hurry to die. Good. You don't have a good detection range, and that was your mistake. Okay, good. Let's advance slowly and surely. What do I need to do at this point? Find the marker. Yes, I bet with the goggles you have to find the marker. Could be anywhere, well, but I don't want to lower my guard. First we'll clear as many monsters as we can to ensure the area is clear of most threats, and then I'll equip the goggles and find that thing or whatever. I don't know if it's an object or what. There you go. A perfectly placed smackdown. Good. Clear. Hands on the health injector. God damn it. Oof. Pretty amazing ambience, people. Extra points for the ambience. What? Why did you mark those? I wanted to mark this guy. Well, looks like I've already killed it. Imagine exploring this kind of like in the middle of the dark, 3 AM, without anyone speaking. It's a survival horror game at that point. It would be a survival horror game at that point. Pretty amazing ambience. Pretty amazing. It's kind of like you can feel that it's the belly of the beast. That if you are not careful, you'll die. Can't see anything. Well, yeah. The problem is that I also cannot see the the loot. I can see why. I mean, the chests like this. I can barely see them. Luckily, the loot kind of like has some light on it. Otherwise, it would be way too much. And there's our target. Just in case. Alright. Nothing to worry about. A flat surface. There are more enemies in there. Let's just kill them. Damn, it was right so close to the entrance, but yeah, it's so dark in here that I could barely see anything. Let's clear the area. Luckily, my weapon also explodes when dealing damage to those. Marked for imminent death. Good. Good. We are good to go. We've killed every single thing breathing in this place. The marker. Speak with Jessica. Hi there, Jessica.
Actions, not words.
I can't believe it. This is the main quest, so we'll read. This is the same place, but different. It's as if the world itself reshaped for you, Eraser. Whatever these truths are, whatever Emera sees, whatever we've done here, you're at the heart of it. We've marked the sigil. I don't know exactly what that means, but we've done it. Emera and Orphan will want to hear of this. They'll be waiting for our return. All these years living under my grandfather's shadow, clinging to his last words, my greater destiny. I have fulfilled it, grandfather.
For the living.
And we fucking did it. Let's go back and turn in the quest before the game crashes and I'm unable to turn in this quest. Amazing. We did it. Oof. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is it for today. I wasn't expecting to find this. Pretty much you've seen it, the belly, travel to the belly of the beast. But well, it's not the end yet. And we have to go to Templar base as well. This is pretty much it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm exhausted. 3 hours, I got killed so many times. This was part of the main story. So yeah, before the game crashes, let's turn in the quest. Next time we'll continue with the rest of the side quests of Act 5 and hopefully continue with the story. It has begun. The sigil is marked. I can see it with my naked eye. The river within me has chilled. It prepares. I'm at a loss, Eraser, but I see it all. The sigil will rise and create the battle plane. We have the chance. We can bring Demonkind to its knees. We can behead its masters. There are more of them, but luckily I can do this. This is something I love about this game. I know them too. I have seen Sidonai, Orphan. He waits for me at the Hellgate. Sidonai. Is that the final boss? Oh well, it's kind of like the master demon. One step at a time, shall we? Of course, but with each step taken, however small, I grow more aware. Even now I sense the path laid before us, clear as cold as the river of souls itself. And in my mind the river speaks a single word. War. 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 It would have us war, Orphan. Who am I to know this? I don't know, lass. That's no corruption. That's no corruption in you, and you are no cabalist. But this prize, it's dangled before us. We happened upon truth. We stumbled upon truth, maybe. We were led to this. We were led to the marking. Now we must fight upon the sigil. But are the gifts proffered genuine or lures? Great question. This is a smart man. Is the dark speaking truth? Is the dark speaking through you? Sorry, Julius. I'm already exhausted. Through you to lead us to murder, to lead us to this eldest, or is something else happening? Too many questions, Orphan. I hear too many questions and can give no answers. I know only this. Soon we will be tested. Only those who pass can raise the sigil and level all realms. Then we will walk upon the battle plane, and the herald shall be dead.
Please take care of
Finally.
yourself.
And this is the main quest. Another vision of this girl, this psychopath. Alright, but this is it for today, people. We still have a lot of side quests to do back at Monument Station or whatever. No, it wasn't Monument Station. Back at the previous base, but well, this is it for today. I am exhausted, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed this. You could see the belly of the beast today. I don't know how we could get any worse than that, if you ask me. I don't know how we could get any worse than that. But well, you just saw it. We went to the belly of the beast and came back through hell itself in this day number 18 of gameplay of Hellgate London. Hope you all enjoyed this gameplay as much as you apparently enjoyed the previous one, because a lot of people are watching it. Watching me suffer doing those 9 side quests of Doom. But well, you just saw it, the belly of the beast. Watch this playthrough instead of watching the previous one so much. My god, we just went through hell and beyond to the belly of the beast. That was actually, it would be 5 dungeons plus 2, it was 7 dungeons. One inside of the other one. Primrose, then the other one, which I don't remember, at Shoreditch, and then Necropolis level 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last dungeon was the 5th, actually. The Deep Necropolis was the 7th. So you just saw it, 7 dungeons, one inside of the other one. A pretty amazing experience, the belly of the beast. And well, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, now speaking seriously, thank you from the bottom of my heart to everyone who's watching the previous section of the stream. Just a suggestion. It was just a suggestion, an honest suggestion actually. Watch this part, which is I think it's extremely much more entertaining than the previous ones in which we've analyzed everything. The game has over 200 quests, and we've done all of them apparently pretty close to finishing the game. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure. See, well, actually, if it makes you happy watching me suffer doing that part of the side quests, well, you know what you want. It's been my pleasure. Now, speaking seriously, thanks to every single one of you who has watched the previous VOD or any of my VODs or my playthroughs or my analysis from the bottom of my heart, to everyone who has taken the time to watch my streams, both over here at Twitch or over at YouTube. And also thanks to each one of the followers of the channel, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, for encouraging and supporting me to continue showcasing all of these forgotten gems. The same for those of you who subscribe to the YouTube channel. Well, some people have been subscribing to the YouTube channel, so also thanks to you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you're enjoying the playthroughs. I know a lot of you also watch these as YouTube bots, so thanks from the bottom of my heart. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll continue next time with day number 19 of analysis of Hellgate London, in which looks like the game still has a lot of tricks up its sleeve. We still need to do a lot of side quests, the Act 5 side quests. So, yep, we still have a lot of things to do. So, yeah. We still have a lot of things to do, and also the final analysis as well as the Tokyo maps. So great. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure. See you all next time. Have a great week. See you all on Thursday. Bye bye. There's a small delay, so we'll wait.